All right, hi guys. So we have our get ready with me this morning. And I actually I told you guys I would update you on that curling wand that I got from my December Boxycharm. So let me grab my water. Just move over here a little bit. So I used it on Violet, my oldest, and her hair was so cute. And then I used it this morning. I like my old one too, but I really like how this one just kind of gives like these short, small, like beach waves. My other one, it's kind of hard to get it to do that, and I think it's because it's a bigger wand, and this is a smaller one. Only downside is it does take probably an extra 20 minutes to do my hair and hers because mine's so thick, but I like it. So there's the update for that. Anyways, so we have some new products. We've got a face palette, that iconic London face palette that we got in our Boxycharm. I've only swatched, I haven't used it, I waited for you guys. It's got blush, highlighter, and bronzer. There's definitely a bronzer I'm not gonna probably use just because it has a little sparkle. I might dip a little bit of that in with the matte, use both, see how that works out. This one seems really light, and I actually talked to someone on Ipsy, or not on Ipsy, oh my gosh, on Instagram, who has used this palette, and she said this one actually, at least on her, appears darker than what's in the pan, so that's kind of nice, because this one's matte. And then this one has some sparkle, but it's gorgeous. I don't know. I don't know about which blush to use, to be honest, because the light one, I am afraid, is maybe gonna be a little too light for my skin. But I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go along. And then I have another shade of the, I think this one is the It Cosmetics sample one, and this one's in light medium. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the last of this one, and then the other colors I gave to my daughters because they were too light. And then I have the YSN, I think, or YSL or whatever, but these seem to be a little dark. This one might work on me. We might try this one next week, but these are gonna be too dark, so I might go ahead and give these two away in the giveaway I'll have going on once I hit 200 subscribers, or give them away in something I sell online. And then we have this MAC lipstick, which I know I'm in my 30s, this is weird, but I've never owned anything MAC, and I've never owned a bullet lipstick. Got this in Boxycharm for December as well, and I just think the packaging's cute. Bullet lipsticks, they're cute. And it's definitely a color I don't wear often, but we're definitely gonna try it. So there you go. And then our eyeshadow palette is one that I actually don't use very often. Honestly, I don't know why, because it's a good palette and a great brand, because I love Too Faced. But we're going to use the Chocolate Bonbon. As you see, it doesn't get used very often here, but we're going to go ahead and use it. So we're going to just dive right in, right? And we're going to go ahead and take my Elizabeth Moss eyeshadow primer and primer eyelids first. I do have that primer that I got from Boxycharm, but I need to use this one up first. So we're not gonna quite use that one until this one's used up, which it's getting there. So, let's see, plans for me today. I have a doctor's appointment. I go in and see a doctor every 3 weeks. So I'm just getting this into my skin. I like this one. It works really well. It's a little tacky. It's not super tacky, but that's okay. But it's definitely nice and like silky and smooth, and I feel like it smoothes out any texture I have on my eyelids. Anyways, so I have that going on today. It's payday for me, so the hubby and I have to go run errands, get some food, pay the bills. I'm probably gonna go to Ulta and pick up that primer, maybe. I haven't decided yet if I want to wait, because I have a ton of others. If you didn't see my Shop My Stash primer collection, you should go watch that video and see all the primers I have. The Timeless one by Tarte is a really good one. I ran out of it yesterday, but I have some really good ones still. So I might just go ahead and wait to get that one until, like, I don't know, I run out of one of the others. Oh, and we do have the Milk Makeup that I showed in the video yesterday, the Shop My Stash. I actually just got it yesterday. I do have that one. All right, and we're gonna use that one today. I actually thought I was getting the matte blur stick, and I got the luminous one. So this one's actually new to me in the fact that it's luminous, but it's supposed to do the same thing but add a little bit of a glow. So that one is new. We're gonna try that out. I'm just warming it up right now, and then that's what I do with a lot of my pore primers. I think they work better that way. And then I also do the same thing with my concealer I use for under my eyes. I warm it up as well. All right, so I think we're gonna start off. This doesn't have a lot of pink, so I'm gonna have like a light eye look today with a very bright red lipstick, but we're just gonna go with it. I'm gonna probably go ahead and I don't want to go too dark, so I think we'll go ahead dip into almond truffle. There you go. There's the word right there. Put a little bit of that in the crease, and we're using the Morphe M505. And I'm just gonna slightly put a little bit of it on. It's a very light shade, but it's gorgeous. And then I'm holding my brush at the end and just doing windshield wiper motions and just soft circular motions. I'm trying to make it so you guys can see too. So today's Tuesday, so when you guys see this tomorrow, I don't really have any plans. Let me get a little dirty. There you go. Wednesday, the reason why I used to, at first I was going ahead and uploading on the day that I filmed, but then I started feeling like that was just too much. You know, it was a lot for me to, you know, get this stuff filmed and then get it edited, get it up that day. It was just a lot. So I went ahead and started pre-filming, and I was doing my get readies with me on Wednesdays. Main reason because Tuesdays is my payday, and I just felt rushed, you know. Once it hit my bank account, I needed to get going, and you know, my husband waiting on me and all of that. But once Violet started, my oldest, started going back to school in person, they set it up to where the kids that have IUPs, they were going in person Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then Wednesdays they were going to be doing online learning. And so I actually had Monday and Tuesdays off. So another reason why I did the get readies with me on Tuesday back in the day was because those were just my 2 days off, and that was the best day. And then once they changed that with the school, I had to ask for Wednesday, Tuesday off. And the reason why I do Tuesdays is because the doctor's appointment, even though it's not every Tuesday, they can't put in the system at work like every third Tuesday, so they just give me Tuesdays off. There has been a couple of times they've put me into work Tuesdays, but there were Tuesdays I didn't have the doctor's appointment. And I told them too, I can work on Tuesdays, I just have to be off at a certain time, which isn't going to give me a full 8 hours that I need, and I was hired for. So it just works out better that way. But once, you know, they changed that up with the school, with Violet and her with needing to have me home and helping her with, I'm gonna go ahead and just blend this out a little. Needing to have me home to help her with any schoolwork because of her learning issues. That's why I switched it to Tuesdays and then just uploading it for you guys on Wednesdays. And then This one's actually blended pretty well. And then I was doing my weight loss videos for you guys, vlogging and all of that, and then winter hit, and I hate going outside in the winter. I hate the cold, hate doing walks, things like that. And I wasn't doing so well with my weight loss either, so I kind of stopped doing that as well, but I'm gonna start back up this week. So tomorrow you guys will be seeing a little bit of vlogging from me for that. All right, so now we are going to dip into Mocha, which is a little bit of a deeper brown right there. Which one do I want? I'm gonna go ahead and use this brush. This is also a Morphe M507, so it's just really small, like tapered type of brush. And we're gonna put it in the outer corner and then blend it into the crease as well. So I'm just gonna start tapping it here on this outer corner. That's where we're gonna start it with. Build up color there first. I feel like these shades in this palette, they're not as pigmented. Like, they are in the pan, but they're not on the eyes, which for me is fine. I'm going for just a light, subtle look today, besides apparently that very bright red lipstick. But for the eyes, I wanted to just go light today. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead and move some of this into the crease. So I have some packages that are on their way. I think one of them, a couple of them will be here this week, and then one on Monday, and I think that's the last one I'm waiting for. So I will probably do my what I bought, what I got. Once I receive that one on Monday. I got some pretty neat stuff. And there's even some clothes in there, which if you've been following me, you know has not happened in a while, but the main reason for that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take this bigger brush, just kind of lightly blend all of that together. All right. Like I said, very light and subtle eye look today. Once I stopped really with my weight loss and everything, I felt like I wasn't confident. So I stopped buying clothes. When you guys were seeing all of those videos with me buying clothes and stuff, it's because I was losing weight, I was confident, and then it just all went downhill. I'm what you consider an emotional eater, and so when I get stressed, when I get depressed, it's what happens. And I'm in my 30s now, and it is a lot harder at my age now to lose weight than it was even when I feel like started losing weight about 2 years ago. I feel like even then it was easier than it is now. Yeah, it's hard for you guys to kind of see the look. I'm sorry. It's just, I'm going for a very light look. All right, so now we're going to go ahead. Ooh, my hands. I got carpal tunnel. My hand is numbing up. So just give me a second. Whew. Get some of my water. All right. So now we're just going to blend this into the crease and with that lighter shade. Sometimes I don't like to do, sometimes I'll do the windshield wiper motions, but sometimes I'll just lightly kind of press it in. Have an older skin, You kind of want to be sensitive with that skin. You know, our skin on our eyelids are pretty thin. Anyways, and so I will have that video for you guys. There will be some makeup, there will be some clothes, and then obviously if there's anything purchased today as well, which I'm not sure if I'm going to, like I said. I'm not gonna, if I get that Timeless Tarte. Okay, now we're gonna take this and blend. Oh, and this one is the Morphe in 504. I don't remember if I said that. And we're just gonna lightly blend those colors together. If I get that primer, when and if, because I mean if today and then when, because I'll get it, I just don't know when. I'm probably not gonna put it in a what I bought, what I got, just because it's something I've already had, you guys have already seen and all of that. So, what, you know, there's really no point. All right, I'm gonna take my L'Oreal. I'm gonna spray my Morphe M166. When you do this, it just really helps. You wet it. It helps get pigment with your sparkle color. I think we're gonna go with Molasses Chip. So it's gonna be this color right here. Looks like it's gonna have the most pigment. And we're gonna put that on the lid here. And when you get it wet, it just really intensifies the pigment of your color here. We're trying to just keep it light and subtle, so I'm not going to put a whole lot of this color on as well. I really like Too Faced and Tarte products. What I need to do is get the Tarte Breezy bronzer. It's a cream bronzer. I've seen others wear it and it looks amazing. And then I mean, you don't have to get the brush that they recommend you get with it. I mean, sometimes I feel like companies do that. You know, even a company like Tarte that I absolutely love tell you it works better with this, use this, or recommend this. And I'm not obviously just talking about Tarte, I'm talking about a lot of companies, and I'm not even just talking about makeup. It's a gimmick thing. Sometimes I feel like, you know, to get you to spend more. But I mean, that's how it goes with business. So I mean, you have a business, you gotta make money, right? You're spending money, you gotta make money. All right, and now we're going to put a color on the lash line. We're gonna use the Morphe M32. And we're gonna go in with that mocha color. So the darker one, but it's still a very subtle color. Let me see if I can turn you guys just a little so you can kind of see while I'm getting really close up in my mirror. Actually, I need to, as I got close up in my mirror, I have some fallout, which, whatever. That's what we got these for. Alright, I just need to wipe that off. I don't actually have any on this side. I have something right there, but alright. Now we're gonna go ahead and get up close and personal, and I'm gonna hold it right here at the tip. My nose gets in the way when I okay, we're gonna hold it a little bit down here somewhere. I don't even know if you're gonna really be able to see it just because it is such a light color. We're gonna do this. A lot of times I use this eyeshadow for a liner instead of an actual eyeliner. I am interested in the Too Faced Killer eyeliner. has, not has, words are difficult sometimes. Okay, that one looks good. Have any of you guys used that eyeliner? Their new Killer eyeliner, because I'm very interested in trying it. I don't do colored eyeliner. The only time color goes under here will be when I use eyeshadow, which is every day. I use eyeshadow here on the lash line, and then sometimes I'll put eyeliner in the waterline as well. So I would just get the black one, but sorry guys. I heard it's a really nice, ooh, sorry. I'm gonna put you guys back to how you were. Cause, yeah. That it glides on really nice and smooth, and it's really creamy. I heard it's a really good one. And it's only 19 bucks. That ain't bad, especially for Too Faced. So I've thought about trying it. Okay, so we got the lower lash line done. So we are all done with the eyeshadow part of our eyes. So let's go ahead and put that away. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and put some eyeliner. I have the Tartiest. I never use the liquid side because I don't do like weens or anything like that, and I don't put eyeliner on my eyelid. I just can't. With having hooded eyes, it's just impossible. So I'm just gonna put this in my waterline. So I'm kind of disappearing from you guys for a minute. I'm sorry. That's why I had you guys moved. So when I need to get closer to my mirror, you guys can kind of see, but apparently my tripod here didn't like that. I'm almost done. I'm actually using, if you saw my what I got Christmas edition, and then I also showed my December Boxycharm in that as well. I didn't do a separate video this month or last month I should say, for Boxycharm like I normally do. I got a handheld tripod from the husband. Alright, so we're done with that. So just a little bit black in the waterline. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and use my Too Faced Hangover all over my face to prime it and moisturizing it. Always make sure you get your neck. Always do your neck for everything. Anyways, he got me this like hand grip, like vlogging type of, what do you call it? God, I can't speak today. Tripod, sorry. It's a tripod. And so he got me that for Christmas, which is gonna come in handy doing these weight loss vlogs now. I have a bigger one that I use for my videos, like my actual videos, and then like this type of video, and I was using that. It was just really hard to use it like in the bathroom doing my makeup, so I am trying out the small handheld type of tripod. It's actually working too, not too bad. It's working pretty good. I feel like it's working a lot better than when I used my big one, because I had to have like my big one like over here, and then I was doing my stuff. It was just a mess, if you guys have seen those videos. All right, so we're letting that sit in for a second, and then we are gonna go in with the Luminous Milk Makeup Primer, and we're just gonna put it here on the nose. We're gonna do this area, and then just right here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the lid off. Jesus. Maybe after you've used it and you've opened it, it won't do that, hopefully. Oh yeah, and then a little bit right here and right here. we're just patting it in. Get up a little bit closer. Put it on the nose. It's definitely giving that luminous that it's supposed to give. I mean, like I said, I got the wrong one. I meant to get the matte, which I'll probably end up picking that one up too. Sorry for the noise. I mean, this works well, I think, like when you are gonna be using like a matte foundation and you want, you know, to give kind of a luminous look. I think it would work well like that. And I feel like it's covering the pores pretty well. I would say not as much as the matte pore one, just because that's what it's mainly for. So, but my pores aren't bad. They're not that bad, so I'm not gonna lie, they used to be, but the skincare junkie I've become has helped with that a lot. So I'm just lightly patting it into my skin here. Yeah, it definitely blurs it too. I like it. And it's giving a little bit, like I said, a little bit of some luminosity. I think would be the proper word to use. Let's go ahead and which is kind of interesting because a lot of times when you put something like this where it kind of gives it a glow, a luminous look, it kind of brings out like pores, fine lines, wrinkles, and that type of stuff. So it's definitely interesting that it is blurring them too. Like, they're blurred as well. Like I said, I think this one will be nice to use. I mean, I got this on Mercari, brand new, for $6 with like 3 something shipping. I mean, I actually honestly thought I was getting the normal matte one, and then I thought I was only getting a sample size because the picture looks smaller, but it's full size. So I am all for that. But I will go on to like Sephora or Milk website and I'll get the normal one because I like this one. I feel like it's definitely blurred, but the other one blurs a little bit better, I think, just because that's what it's designed for. So, all right, we're gonna let that sit for just a second and we're gonna get this ready. I did bring a sponge in case the brush I want to try out doesn't work very well. I don't usually use a lot of times I don't use brushes with my foundation. I normally use a sponge. So, but I'm gonna use a brush to get it out and get it on the face. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is the It Cosmetics. Don't quote me on that because I don't remember. Because it's not in the packaging now. It's just in this thing. So. All right, I'm gonna set that over there. All right, I'm just gonna rinse that just a little. All right, now we are going to use the It Cosmetics Airbrush Complexion Perfection number 115. It's slanted like this, so we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and get that neck taken care of. always, always match your neck. But just in case the brush doesn't work very well, I have a sponge that I can wet down and use. I want to hear what all of your guys' New Year's resolutions are. So comment down below. Comment down below and let me know what your New Year. Sorry, we have our maintenance guy outside. I heard my husband say, and the dog's going crazy. What your New Year's resolutions are. This actually isn't a bad brush, but I feel like for me, I like the sponge better. But I have it and I wanted to try it, so we're gonna go back over with the sponge though as well. But yes, let me know what your New Year's resolutions are. Mine is just to get back on track with my weight loss and lose the 15, I think it was 15 or 20 that I gained back, and finish losing what I have to lose. Obviously, that is mine, and I know it's very cliche, that's the word, because a lot of people, you know, that's what they do for their I can't think today, for their New Year's resolutions. A lot of times that's just what, you know, people have. And honestly, if I had not gained that weight back, or I had lost it all, if I was on track with mine, that's not what mine would be. Looks good now. It looked good with the brush. I just felt like I needed to go over it with the sponge as well. All right, so we're gonna just let that sit for one moment, and then we're gonna go in with that palette. Oh no. But while we're letting that sit, we're gonna go in with our Benefit Boring Industrial Concealer. I heat it up and then just use my eyes to get it in the skin because of the warmth of your finger. I don't use a lot of it. You don't need a lot. I've had this concealer for a long time. I've tried so many concealers for my under eye area and it just doesn't work. I think I've repeated that many times. Shape Tape was the first one I used, and I was really bummed that that one didn't work for me because I heard amazing things about it and I was excited to try it. All right, so now we're gonna set the under eyes. I put a little less on today than I normally would, just because I'm trying to go for kind of a lighter type of look today. We're not going crazy. And we're using the Tarte Shape Tape powder here. We're just gonna set the under eye area with it. A lot of times, I don't know, actually, I've been using, now that my skin's getting better, I've been using powder all over my face. Before, I felt like it just made my imperfections worse. So I didn't, and there's some powders that I have that I won't use it. Well, that didn't work very well. I won't use it for all over my face because it still does that. But I don't think I'm gonna do that today with this one, and then a couple others I do. But I kind of like how the foundation and everything looks. So I don't want to kind of mat it down with this. All right, we're gonna go in with our mascara now real quick. And this is just the Idol from Lancome that I got from also for my birthday. Love this one, and love the brush. This one's a really good mascara. Definitely gives some good volume. And I have a hair somewhere on my face, I can feel it. And then we're gonna go with our palette. And I think we're gonna go with the light blush. We're not gonna be all crazy today. All right, so I'm going to take this Morphe E51. And we're gonna try this brush for bronzer. And I'm just gonna dip it in just ooh, I gave a little more than I wanted, but that's what this sparkle bronzer looks like. A little more than I wanted it to. But we're gonna now dip it in. Why is it? Oh my gosh. Dip it in here now. I don't know if this brush is gonna work very well, but we're gonna try it. So then I dipped it into the matte bronzer. And then I just brought it up a little bit on my ears. I like how it's, you know, when you suck in your cheeks, and that's what it should be. I went a little bit lower, but I like how it's shaped like that. It just fits very well. And that is actually very, very pretty. I actually like this both bronzers together. I think it looks very pretty. Okay. So that's one side. It's pretty. Okay, I'm actually happy for this palette. I was actually kind of bummed, to be honest. I was happy with my box for Boxycharm. Ooh, I went in a little heavy on this side. I was happy with my box with Boxycharm, but I was hoping for one of the Huda Beauty palettes, and instead I got this face palette. But it's not bad. I like it. What do you guys think? I went in a little too heavy, so I'm trying to blend it out. What are all of your guys' opinions so far? I like the bronzer. I think they're pretty, and I think they're pretty together. Sometimes I'll put it down here on my chin and my nose and all that, but we're gonna just leave it alone. We're not gonna do that today. All right, and then for blush, I'm gonna use this Paddington, and I think I'm gonna dip in both, like I did with the bronzer. Use a little bit of that sparkle. Ooh, that's very pigmented. And then dip a little into the lighter. And that's what it looks like. I'm trying to get it all over the blush brush though. Okay. That's pretty. And then I blend it all together once I get it on. That's really pretty. I might try the sparkle one sometime this week on its own. I don't know. But I like it. Scoot back so you guys can see. What do you guys think so far? I'm gonna blend it all together now. I'm gonna take this Paddington brush and we're just gonna blend in the blush and the bronzer. Really pretty. All right, And I don't normally use this type of brush for my highlighter, but we're gonna go with it. This is the Morphe E60. I think I wanna go for this top one right here. There's no names either, no. Oh, there's talc in this. I don't like having talc in my products, but c'est la vie, right? That's pretty. All right, you guys ready for this? Whew, that's some blinding. Can you guys see that? Might be easier to see it on this side. Let's dip in a little bit more. Ooh, look at that. That's gorgeous. All right, now I'm going to just use this Lucky Packin' shade to do my nose. So I'm sure as heck not gonna use it to do. Wonder. Very, very pretty. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Very, very pretty. All right, and then we're gonna use this Morphe M431 for the Cupid's bow. Mixing the two might have been kind of nice too. I feel like I thought this one would be a little bit more blinding than what it is. It's nice though, I like it. All right, and we're gonna put a little bit in the corner of my eyes. We are almost done, guys. We're only at 42. I might not be keeping you guys for an hour today. All right, so now we have our MAC lip and then our setting spray, and then we're done. Wow, that's amazing. All right, so I'm gonna just put on some lip gloss real quick. I feel like I'm forgetting something. But I don't think I am. But I feel like I am. Okay. Well, moment of truth. Hopefully it won't be as red. Because this is very red. Oh, okay. It's red. Holy cow. Okay. You get lip liner. That's pretty though. That's really pretty. It's just very red and dark for the rest of my look, but whatever. Definitely need some lip liner. All right, so that's it, guys. That's the look we have for today. Oh, setting spray. So I'm gonna use my Too Faced Hangover. Just a quick spray. Anyways, so that's the look, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've tried any of these products. If they're, sorry, there you go. if there's any products that you guys are interested in trying, but you haven't went out and got them, message or comment, message me, same thing, right? Comment down below and I will look into trying them out for you guys in our future Get Readies with me. But comment down below, let me know what you think about this look. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to go subscribe. We're getting to 200, which means an amazing giveaway with some awesome goodies for you guys to say thank you. And hit that bell notification so you're notified of all future uploads. And just give this video a thumbs up, please, and be on the lookout because I got my Ipsy that will be on its way soon. Hopefully my add-ons from Boxycharm last month. I haven't even heard if those have shipped yet. I haven't gotten them. And then any of my what I got, I have a fashion box that I'm just waiting for them to send me the pieces to pick out. So that will be coming that I'm super excited for. A little bummed I had to change my sizes, but is what it is, right? And just some other fun, awesome videos. And then obviously the girls is Ipsy Glam Bag Sister vs. Sister. That is just chaotic. Well, I wouldn't say chaotic, I guess, but not organized and just fun. I feel like it's a fun video because it's those two opening their bags together, versing each other whose bag is better. And it's just fun to have them involved in my channel every once in a while because I'm a huge family person and I love my family and my kids, so it's fun to involve them every month. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye.